Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Look Back, where I take a look at games I reviewed a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago, and tell you where my opinions on those games are now, whether they've changed, whether I can even remember the game, etc. So we'll go back last year, a week ago. I took a look at Trap. This is two different games that came from IDW, and they're just really not good games. It's the very epitome of let's see what happens when we play a random card and someone's going to be trapped, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't work that well at all. Then we have Kittens in a Blender. Now, I know this game is very popular and sells very well, and for a couple reasons. One, the artist is really good. The kittens look really cute, and people like, ha ha ha, I played a game called Kittens in a Blender. But it just doesn't play well at all. It's just random, take that, something I do not like. Then there is Palettes, but now they've called it Rooster Run. This is kind of a memory game for kids, but it's just a little, there's so many other better memory games out there that I had to kind of give this one a pass for that reason. Then we have Sly Dice. Wow, you think I would like Sly Dice, this whole idea of rolling dice Yahtzee style and using these dice to do different things, but the game, it just didn't feel fully developed. It felt like you were trying to do a few things in the game and you could upgrade and do things, but you never really could do that much. It just didn't come together as well as I'd like it to. And then Across Africa. Now this is actually not that great of a game, but works well for small children. I played it with my small children, and you're just moving around Africa, taking pictures of animals. Has really great components, a nice holder to hold the different pictures that you take. But yeah, it is essentially kind of a roll move style move across the game, and I would normally trash this, but it worked really well with kids. I was really surprised at just how well it did go over. Then we have Storytelling. This is another game for kids, a memory style storytelling game where you're telling the story and turning over the tiles in order. Again, it's not my style, but the kids liked it and they got to tell the story, and there's 4 different stories included with the game. Then we have One Night Ultimate Vampire. Now you'll notice that this has dropped a little bit, and that's partially because I like One Night Ultimate Werewolf a lot, but the problem with One Night Ultimate Vampire is it just adds a little bit more complexity than I want it to, and I find myself, even though I like One Night Ultimate Vampire, I never pull it out. I always play One Night Ultimate Werewolf instead. Therefore, I had to drop it a little bit because of that. Number 8 is Rush and Bash. This is kind of a Mario Kart style game. There is not that many of these games out there. People ask me a lot, like, give me a good Mario Kart game. Well, Rush and Bash is one. I wish the components were better. There's a lot of air in that box, but it is simple fun as you just go around and you're you know, attacking the other players, trying to mess them up, but also moving yourself as quickly as you can. Then we have Casting. Casting is a really fun game. And if you like Unusual Suspects, I think you would like Casting too. But Casting is a game in which you have different people out there on the table. One of them is yours. No one knows which one is yours. You know secretly. And someone will ask a question like, what is their favorite food? And you will write their favorite food down, put them out there, and then after reading all these, the person who's the judge has to guess which one is yours. Everyone else is also guessing which one is yours too. You want them to guess yours, and so you're based on the looks of that person. Oh, that person looks like they eat a lot, you know. And so, again, you got to be careful. This is, you are judging people by their covers, just like Unusual Suspects, and it leads to some pretty funny moments. So now let's jump back to 2012, 5 years ago. First, we have Zombies vs. Werewolves. Sam and I took a look at that one. Kind of a forgettable game. One person plays zombies, one person plays werewolves. You are fighting to beat up people in the middle of the table. It's okay. It was one of the early Kickstarters, and you can tell. Then we have Deception Dice, which is... wow, I had to look this one up to do it, and even now, as I'm getting ready to talk about it, just kind of a forgettable game, so I'm leaving my rating stand. Then we have Zongxi. Now, Zongxi is one of those games that, this one was really forgettable. When I went back and looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, you got tiles and you put them here, and it had some Euro game mechanisms, and I liked it just fine. But again, very forgettable. Haven't thought about it probably since 2012. Can we get to some games that are not forgettable? Dragon Valley. Dragon Valley was basically a tower defense game. Tower defense games are much more common now, but this was one of the first, and I was pretty impressed with it. As years have gone by, I see many other better tower defense games. That's why this one has dropped down in the rankings some, but still, it was good for its time, and it's not a bad game to play. Let's see, then we are up to Balloon Cup. Oh, Balloon Cup is a great two-player game. I still think it's a lot of fun. It's been recently rethemed, I believe, as Pinata Party or something like that. And as you're playing cards on your side and on your opponent's side of the table. Then we have, after that, we have Babel, another two-player game from Cosmos, which I reviewed. This is one of the meanest two-player games in existence. You're trying to play different people to control different temples that are in front of you and build those temples up, but you're destroying the other person's, so they save cards up in your hand, you destroy their hand. It's just constant back and forth with each other. But even as mean as it is, it's pretty good. It's a good take-that style game. Then we have Dragon Rampage. Now, you'll notice that I have a question mark here for my rating because I'm not really sure what my new rating is going to be because it's being reprinted this year. I loved the game when it came out, but there was misspellings on the cards. It was slightly clunky, but I loved the game. Richard Launius has remade the game, and we will be republishing it this year underneath Dice Tower Essentials. That's how much I like it. I think it's a great dice rolling. Do you want to go fight the dragon? Are you going to run from the dragon? You know, what are you going to do? And it all comes together in a really good way. So now let's go back to 2007, 10 years ago. First we have Katsuku. And you'll notice my rating for this one has come up. I trashed this game because this one is essentially you're writing a letter in a grid and the first person to make a three-letter word is the winner. So I was like, oh, this is so dumb. It's the same thing over time. I'm still not a huge fan of it, but I'm much more kinder to it when I came out. I don't know what. I was just like, this is garbage. I think I would like it better to come out today, especially since it's a game my wife did actually enjoy. Then there's Scepter of Zavendor. This was what we call an engine building game, as you were getting jewels and things to build the scepter and other things, and you would do this to get this, to get this, to get this, to get this. And that's good. It was a really cool game. But as time has gone by, there are faster, more efficient games. Scepter of Zavendor was really susceptible to analysis paralysis, and it was also a pretty long game for what it was. There are other games like Race for the Galaxy, for example, just does almost the same thing in a better way. And then finally, Goblet. Goblet is just a great game of getting 4 in a row, different shapes and colors and things like that, but you can cover up someone else's. Blue Orange did a version of this game recently, and I just love it. Yeah, there's some memory involved, but if you want to play a short, simple, fast, abstract strategy game, Goblet is how you do it. So those are the best games from 1, 5, and 10 years ago. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been Look Back.